Hey y'all, it's me, Lynn Daniel, coming to you today. It is Wednesday, August 20th, 2014, and I'm just coming to check in and to say hello. Yeah, it's been a few days since I vlogged. If you didn't watch the last vlog I posted, was about the riots, of course, and so yeah, go back and check it out if you like. I appreciate those people who did make comments who were thinking and not attacking. I mean, come on. If you're an adult, can't you engage in dialogue without name calling such the trite child? So this week is Wednesday, so we had school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, obviously. And things are going well. Now, Ferguson Fluorescent, that services the Ferguson community, has still canceled school, but some of their teachers are meeting at the library, one of the libraries in that district, and servicing students there with different activities and all. So it's really a mess. The impact and the implications of this riot, and the fact that this riot has turned from peaceful protest to a Psyop, which many informed Americans now agree and recognize that Ferguson is a Psyop. There are provocateurs and agents in the mix, and they are instigating and escalating the craziness there. I'm going to provide links below so that you all can get a full spectrum view of what informed people are saying. People who study government, social manipulation, social control, crowd control, all of this. And, you know, they have a lot to say, and many of them are well informed. So I listen, and I mean, you can call me, I should wear a tin hat and have food prepped and all of that. Come on, you all. Look, America is no longer the America that we love. America has shifted, and there are policies and laws, and I know y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say policies, but I mean, since that is my world right now, I will be saying that word a lot. But if you will look up, there are many different legal, what's a synonym for policy? Legal criteria that guides and governs law and order in country, and there are many of them that have defined the role and the mission of the military and the police as pretty much synonymous. The police is receiving donated equipment from the military, and that equipment is geared to be used in situations such as Ferguson. Not just in Ferguson, but pretty soon this is going to roll out across the country, and you can expect more escalations. I mean, this is not me talking, but from what I'm hearing from informed people, that you can anticipate every month something of this nature going down, so that these drills can continue with the practices of crowd control using this militarized equipment, and then pretty soon it will be dispersing us citizens to other regions and other places. I mean, yeah, so oh boy, I hate to sound drab, but you know, a lot of the comments that have been stated by citizens, eyewitnesses to the Ferguson situation have been, oh, this seems like a movie. It seems like something you'll see on television. And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we have been pre-programmed and desensitized through predictive programming on television to prepare us for these scenarios. And then how do we react? We're stunned, yeah, but some of us are hypnotized or asleep if you will, so that we either are continuing to deny the reality that our country, our nation has shifted, or we're just like, we're on the side of the system, so whatever the system says, we're right. Okay, all right. So that's my little 2 cents. I am so torn. I feel like, you know, as a citizen of St. Louis, well, not St. Louis proper. I live outside of St. Louis, but I was born and raised in St. Louis. Ferguson is a St. Louis County municipality outside of the borders of St. Louis. Oh, I've got goosebumps. As a person who grew up in St. Louis, you know, the riots have spilled over into St. Louis and into Clayton, Missouri, which is the hub of law and government. Clayton is where you have the county government, the courts, a lot of attorneys are there. It's like the centralized location for the attorneys, the justice system, the legal system. Did I say the courts? I think I did. Businesses are there, and the jail is there, and so yeah, people are protesting there, and all the way downtown in the Wainwright building, which is downtown, a few miles away from the Mississippi riverfront, because that is where the governor was. I guess he may have an office there, a local St. Louis office there, or he was physically in that building on either yesterday or Monday. So the protesters have expanded beyond Ferguson into St. Louis. So protesters and rioters are two different categories of people. The protesters, I really firmly believe, have a right to speak their mind and peacefully protest, raise their voice with questions and for answers, which many of the citizens of Ferguson and St. Louis area have been doing that. The rioters are a totally different category, and you call them what you want, but those are the ones who are doing the crimes against property crimes and against people. And so I wish they would stop. Several news outlets, alternative news outlets, have agreed that there are agent provocateurs in the mix. They described how they look, and because of their experience with this type of scenario, they definitely have pinpointed a variety of Psyop types of people. And then also, some people are very concerned that they are finding or have found weapons and a cache of weaponry that could be used to harm people. And it was reported to the authorities, and they were not taken seriously. And so many are questioning, like, the fidelity of the the law and order. They're questioning the fidelity of if they really have clean hands in this situation. Are they thoroughly upfront and transparent in their approach to dealing with this scenario in Ferguson? Now, today I heard that Ferguson riot has been going on, y'all. This is into like the second week. Today is the 20th. It started on like the 9th or 10th. It's going into like 11 or 12 days or so. And so today I discovered that through an alternative news source who is a business person who teaches citizens how to become financially secure and wise and stuff like that. He mentioned that in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, the central bankers have been privately and secretly meeting because, as I mentioned to you in the summer during my boring teachers vlog series that Christine Lagarde, who is the manager something over the International Monetary Fund, she mentioned that, and she mentioned this back in January of this year, 2014, that the world monetary system is due for a financial monetary reset, and they don't know what it will look like, but a reset is like you push the reset button, boop, and everything goes away and you start over fresh. All your debts are gone, all that. Now the United States is indebted to everybody and their mama. Russia, Brazil, Japan, China, South America, Mexico, India. We owe billions, and trillions of dollars to many of these countries who have relied on the fidelity of our money, and now they are tired because our money is so devalued. They're tired of having to be held to American money. They want to do business, purchase, do imports, exports, and run their affairs in their own money. So the BRICS nations have started their own money. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, I think it is. No, South America is one of them. Have put together their own like monetary funding system, how they will do business. Other countries are looking at that model and joining in. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because today I discovered that the central bankers are meeting in their secret, quiet meeting in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. They are in Jackson's Hole, where nobody will climb in to look and see what they're doing. And this person said that these bankers should not be meeting in private, because what they are doing is establishing policy that affects our monetary system, and it is against some governing treaty or whatever for them to be doing that. They shouldn't be doing it. And you know what I thought once I listened and heard that? I'm thinking, you know what? This Ferguson thing has been going on for a long time, when now they're just now telling us there were witnesses to what really went down around the vehicle of that officer, between the officer and Mike Brown. There are witnesses, eyewitnesses supposedly, that saw what really went down and how it really happened. And now 3 independent autopsies have revealed if it's true. I mean, come on now. Some of us are going to always want, I mean, look, once you just been lied to so much, you just have lingering doubts where you just don't trust anything you hear. So some people are like, if it's really true that he was assaulted from the front, and that's he died from the injuries that happened to the front of his body, if it's really true that he was on the car and doing this and doing that and doing that and blah, 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 and broke the officer's eye socket and blah, 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 why weren't we informed way ahead of time? You know why? Because this event was needed. It was needed. And so it was needed. It was purposefully planned. And if it wasn't initiated, no, the people in leadership understand that concept and never let a good crisis go unused, or however that saying goes. Never let a good crisis go unabused, or however. That means that a crisis happens and they dive in and they bring the provocateurs and they do their dirt. And so that's what's going down here in St. Louis. Yes, I still believe there is a spiritual side. There will always be a spiritual side and a physical side. So yes, we should be praying for truth and for justice. Yes, we should be praying for safety, for people's lives to be saved, for no more murders, for the journalists to stop being attacked. Yes, we see a parallel between what President Obama spoke of first in his speech last Wednesday afternoon, when he presented information about what was going on in the Middle East. And then he presented information about the Ferguson riots. He did that. He put the two together because there is a parallel, and it's for us to look and see what that parallel is. What happened to that photojournalist earlier this week? What happened to him in the Middle East? Do you know what happened to him? Then you need to Google it so you can see what happened to the photojournalist in the Middle East. He had on an orange uniform, and a man fully dressed in black did something horrific to him. Now, I didn't watch it because I ain't getting that image in my brain, because once you put an image in your brain, how do you get it out? And then two, we need to know that this Ferguson deal is going to continue to escalate, and it is going to continue to serve the purpose of the leaders, those people who needed to go on, because those bankers, I think there is a connection, and I don't think it's a far-fetched one. Those central bankers need to come up with a strategy to reset the world's economy, because we are a bankrupt world, and we as a nation are a bankrupt, financially bankrupt nation, spiritually bankrupt nation. We need Jesus, salvation. We need love, healing, whatever provides you the right attitude where you will do no one harm. That is what we need. And so we need to pray that this spirit of fighting and hatred and rebellion be broken from off of our nation and from off of Ferguson, so that we can serve a cease and desist notice to that vile spirit of murder, death, chaos, and rampage. And we need to usher in a spirit of calm and peace and healing. And it can be done. All right. And don't call me no names on this video. Disagree with the content. Ad hominem attacks is childish and a waste of space on the comment page. And thank you. This is my report. Goodbye. See you tomorrow or whenever. Be blessed.